What's going on, guys? It's me, and I was going through Reddit, alright? And then I find this Reddit. Yeah, you know. I'm not gonna join it because I don't have an account, so. But we're just gonna be reviewing some stories, see what's going on, and let's see. Alright, so I'm just gonna go off the top ones. I don't know what you want me to do, man. Alright. Frankly, I don't know if I'm being an. Family seems to think I am so just want to know what others think. My sister, a 25-year-old female, was going to meet her dad, not my dad, by the way, for the first time in almost 18 to 19 years, and she was really nervous. She asked me to go with her for support. He was staying at some hotel about 30 minutes away, and the whole ride over there. My sister had my phone to give me directions. My wife was calling me because she had gone into labor. Then my mill was calling me too. My sister put my phone on Do Not Disturb without me knowing and erased the notifications. Alright, after reading that first paragraph, I feel like your sister shouldn't have done that. That's really mean. Why would she do that? If your wife was going into labor, bro. No. What's a mill? I don't know, man. Let me Google it. Without exposing myself? What is a mill? I don't know, man. All Google is showing me here. I'll just pretend it's a manager or something. I didn't even realize it until after we were leaving from having lunch with him an hour and a half later that she'd been calling me. All my sister told me was I had missed a call, more like dozens, when I found out I was yelling at her the whole ride to the hospital. She apologized many times. Her only excuse was this was a big emotional moment for her meeting her dad, and she was scared of doing it. Alone knowing how her anxiety is. This was the only time you guys can just read the entire thing because I literally suck at reading, so. In my opinion, I feel like you have to let it go, because, at least in my opinion, if it's been a month, like, you have to chill out. It can't just be like, because you can't hold grudges for life, right? Life is short. You can't just, hold grudges. It's not worth it. So I feel like maybe 1 week or 2 weeks is sensible, but a whole month and your sister wants to come and see your baby, it's like, really? Bro, it's not that. I mean, half an hour, I guess you missed the birth of your first child. Like, that's not it is a really big deal, but it's not worth like grudging your sister over that. That's just like not worth it. I feel like you should. Here's my rule. So if the grudge is like the biggest grudge I've ever held was like for 2 weeks. But my average grudges are usually 2 or 3 days. Because I can't stand not talking to someone. So, that's just my personal opinion. Alright. I want to see how long that took. So I'm going to do 3 per thing. So, yeah, Alright. AIta for asking my Nana for a loan so I could get new shoes. Here, let's see. I'm 17 and I have 2 pairs of shoes, one for school and one for everything else. Both are fairly. I will start by saying I'm the scapegoat. My sister, who's a 22-year-old female, dropped out of school and does nothing but get high and never worked a day in her life and is the golden child. Bro, what? My dad recently got a redundancy payment from work. During the time he was waiting, he promised it would go on the needs first and wants after. So we had a list of needs, new shoes being on the top of the list, followed by a new pillow. Mine is old. Alright, I just feel like your parents are kind of being unfair to you. And then my wants were a new lamp and some fairy lights. My sister put a gaming PC that would cost us a small fortune down as her needs. That's exactly what she got. It cost over half the redundancy payment, and the rest ended up going to pay off the car. I was pretty annoyed. My shoes are falling apart, and my dad dropped a couple grand on a PC when she had already had one. We're still on a single income, so my mom can't afford to get me a new pair for weeks to come yet. I asked my nana if she was able to drop me alone, I assume, partially knowing she can. But I knew she'd laid a match under my parents' butts for this after explaining the full story to her. She did just that, and it's caused a massive argument. My parents and sister are calling me for asking my nana, and putting myself above my sister. But my nana's on my side, and she's calling all of them ridiculous. It's no, your family is, bro. If you're putting like something worth $5,000 and you already have a computer, it's not even essential to her because she has no job, right? So it's not essential to her. You're not. Like, you're the opposite, bro. What is this? Why do you need one? You have no job. It's like, no. Just no. You can't ask for a gaming PC and be like, oh my god, it's one of my needs. And she needs shoes. I guarantee you there's like some size 11s. Kid size, you know? It's like, no. So her shoes are falling apart. She has a horrible pillow. But your dad spends his check on a gaming PC that costs a small fortune. I think your family is. It really depends on the context, though. If you did something before then, if you're not mentioning something like you went to juvie or something, then it's a different story. But from the information you gave me, I feel like it's the opposite, you know? Alright, this is gonna be the last one. Is anyone watching? Not yet. Actually, I'll do 2 more. We'll see. I, 30-year-old female, met Cassie, 30-year-old female, fake name, when I was 7 years old, and we became thick friends soon. I grew up with helicopter parents and was kicked out when I was 20 because I came home after curfew, 7 p.m. For non-Indians, it is unusual to work while in college and to stay away from home until you're married. India. Sorry. I asked Cassie, who at the time was living alone in an apartment that her parents owned, if I can move in with her for the time being, and she said, sorry, no, I want to experience living alone. I felt very hurt at the time and ended up couch surfing at some friends' homes, and later moved in with my then boyfriend. Present situation. We don't talk much, we just text each other sometimes. I live with my BF in a 2 BHK with our dog, and she got married at 25 and is now 7 months pregnant. Her husband kicked her out infidelity, and turns out the baby's not his. She has no place to go and asked me if she can stay for a while. The thing is, she doesn't work. Is 7 month pregnant. Well, if she's 7 months pregnant, I guess like she probably can't work. It would be very stressing and taxing, I guess. And I don't know how long she'll stay, as she can't tell her family back in India that she's getting divorced. Plus, I feel very salty about how she treated me back then. I said no. That's not a very good idea, and she started screaming and saying that she's pregnant and I'm heartless. I hung up on her. Hold up. So, are you both Indians? I think so, yeah. But if her parents are in India and her boyfriend kicked her out and she can't work because she's pregnant, so she can't pay rent or anything, I feel like I'm kind of being unfair here. But I feel like if she's like, maybe just keep her in until like 1 month after her pregnancy where she can get a job, and if she doesn't like pay rent and stuff, then she should definitely like, you know. I feel like I would downvote that right now. Yeah, I would definitely downvote it. I don't feel like that's like necessary, you know, because 7 months pregnant isn't like the greatest reason. After all, like, I guess it's different if you're dealing with the loss of stuff, but she probably can't work. I mean, working at a McDonald's would probably be hard for her as well. Like, anywhere would be hard. Right here, let's see time check. 9:43. Alright, we got time for one more, guys. Alright, so this is going to be the last one. For not wanting to spend my winning voucher on my partner's daughter. How long is this? Jeez. Here, I'm not gonna read this aloud. Plus midweek every week. His kid's mom spends a lot of money on them, buying them brand name clothes all the time. Just taking them on an interstate holiday buys them the best of everything. Her family comes from money, and the kids never miss out on anything. They also have a lot at our house. It's mostly Kmart stuff, but the kids don't know the difference. My partner and I are struggling financially right now. My son and his son's birthdays are coming up, and they're literally born 10 days apart. So we have to start thinking about birthday presents, and I'm honestly not sure how we're going to afford it. I'm hoping my taxes come in beforehand so I can buy a few presents. I admit it, I spoil my son, but not in the way of forever spending big money on him. If I get a chance to buy him something nice, then I do. It's on Afterpay or ZipPay, and I'm currently struggling to pay mine down. I've spent $90 giving him a mini bedroom makeover from Kmart, and yet I haven't even finished furnishing his room. So it's when he can afford it. So, you know what I mean. Our son doesn't actually have a room at his dad's house and sleeps in my ex's room because he simply cannot afford the rent for somewhere bigger. So there's certainly no financial gain there. Anyway, I recently bought my son a new drink bottle and some replacement parts, plus a couple of books to help him learn and stuff, from the same place that I bought all of his daycare stuff, because I bought his stuff over a couple of purchases and whatnot. The order automatically put me in as a VIP member, so I won a $100 voucher. I showed my partner, and his first comment was, "Oh, good, you can buy daughter stuff." Nice grammar, bro. Some nice stuff instead of just his son all the time, which quite honestly hurt me a bit, because when I have spare money, I do buy his kid stuff. I was actually showing him to say I could put it towards the birthday presents to help there, but instead I just walked away and put it in my drawer. If I don't spend it on his kids and instead spend it on my son's birthday presents since I won it? I know all kids should be treated equally, and they are. Don't get me wrong. They definitely are, but right at this point, I just kind of want to be shellfish and worry about only my son, considering my son isn't as well off as other kids. I know it hurts him knowing that he can't get everything he wants to give his kids, and we can't spend a great amount of money on buying kids the top of the line stuff. But we don't have a background of money that gives us an option, so we take what we can get. Or am I just being petty because his words hurt? I feel like if the children are kind of getting spoiled, because in a bit of background, sorry, my chair squeals and stuff. But in this section, you said they're getting kind of spoiled, right? So I feel like if you're struggling financially and you're trying to help your son, you're not spoiling him. You're not buying him a Lamborghini every day. You're just just doing a bedroom makeover and stuff, and you get a $100 voucher. You can spend that money on whatever you like. It's free game. There's no point in being like, no, it's not yours. Of course it is. It's theirs. I feel like it's kind of messed up how the dad is kind of being a little petty, Just why can't you buy stuff for me? But keep in mind, his ex, right? And whatever it said. She's spoiling his kids, so it's what's the deal, bro? Oh, they're already being supported. Judgment bot. Here. Let's see. Do we have any more time? Alright, no, I don't think we do, so I'm gonna end the recording here. Thank you for watching if you did. And I'll see you next time.